our country is facing this moment right now. I have a video I want to show you. It's pretty crazy. There was a Pride event that was going on, and a couple of Christian preachers stopped by this Pride event, and they were preaching an anti-Pride message. Now, they weren't preaching. I'm not saying that they were preaching in a way that I would preach at an event like this. That's neither here nor there. But what happened is police, even though these protesters were staying on the sidewalk, they were peacefully exercising their First Amendment right to free speech and peaceable assembly. A police officer arrested a Christian pastor just for preaching at a Pride event. Take a look at this.
It was a wonderful providence of God. I was driving with my family down the road and we passed this. Met some faithful brothers over here that are standing. I came out and got to preach for about 12 minutes before a cop got in my face, laid hands on me, and threatened to arrest me if I didn't stop. Of course, I don't have my GoPro camera with me because I wasn't coming out, had no idea this was happening. I just happened to drive by it. But these cops over here, these guys are tyrants. That man threatened me, laid hands on me. But by the grace of God, I could preach for about 10 minutes or so, like I said, before he did that. So the gospel went out. The law went out. The gospel went out. God's going to do work with it. He's apparently a professing Christian, too. That's the horrible thing about this. Looks like some more men just showed up to support us. This cop's going to give him a hard time.
Right now, the cop is dialoguing with the pastor, and the pastor is saying this is public property, and the cop is saying, I don't care. The cop is saying, well, let them have their day. And the cop's just saying, let them have their day, respect it. Now the cop's walking away. Like, look at this. This protester is not agitating at all. You might not agree with the way, oh, and there the cop goes. And just arrests him.
This on film.
For saying God is not the author, ... The sentence wasn't even finished. And I was putting him in handcuffs. And people are clapping. People at the Pride Parade are clapping because the cop is handcuffing this Christian protester.
I cannot believe I'm watching
Think about this situation in reverse for a second. If this situation were reversed, do you think a cop would ever arrest a transgender person, a drag queen, if they were standing on the sidewalk across the street from an outdoor Christian revival?
God bless you,
that would
brother.
never happen. It would be national media coverage. There would be outrage. The cop would be fired. This is what's happening in our nation. And the underpinning of this, I will say this the entirety of the month formerly known as June, that's now known as Pride Month. This is what we're facing. This is the battle. The underpinning of Pride Month is not about tolerance. It's not about equality. The underpinning of Pride Month is queer theory. What is queer theory? Queer theory is Marxism. Queer theory attempts to pit two groups of people against each other, one as the oppressor and one as the oppressed. This is the classic Marxist dialectic. And the oppressed are supposed to be the marginalized. They're supposed to be LGBTQIA people. The oppressors are supposed to be, well, you guessed it, people just like this pastor, a presumably straight, white, Christian, American man. And you see it play out. This is happening in our neighborhoods. This wasn't even in downtown LA at the Pride Festival or somewhere where a Christian ought not to be, where a Christian was entering a venue where he knew something was happening that he didn't agree with. Not that there's anything wrong with doing that. I'm just saying this was like the opposite of being an agitator. The opposite of being an agitator. This is what's happening in our nation. My friends, we have to fight this battle in every way that we can. We have to fight it in our own lives, spiritually, culturally, in our communities, and we have to use the power of government to fight back against it. Apple announced a new product. This is a product. They haven't announced a new product, and I can't even tell you how long. What was it, 2015 since they had a new product in the market? And they've announced their Apple Vision Pro. Their Apple Vision Pro it's like those dorky virtual reality goggles, except they don't call it virtual reality. I would argue it's a step worse than virtual reality. It's what they're calling augmented reality. Because virtual reality, you might sit on your couch and you might play a video game through your virtual reality goggles, but you don't live your life with virtual reality on. You sit down and have a virtual reality experience. Maybe it's still weird to do that, but this is about 1 million times worse. Augmented reality is you live your life with this these goggles on and your technology and your computer and Apple become hybrid with actual reality. So this is the video that Apple released announcing this project or this product. Tim Cook posted this on his Twitter account. You can take a look at exactly what they mean when they say this augments your reality with technology. Watch this. I'll narrate just a little bit of what's going on. So this, because it doesn't have audio, so anybody who's listening might want to know what's happening. So he's like looking to the side wearing these augmented reality goggles, and basically his phone screen, the interface of what your device would look like, pops up right in front of him, and he just pinches his fingers in front of him, and it operates this interface that's not actually on a screen. Your entire, when I say reality here, I guess I'm using the term loosely, but your entire reality becomes a computer screen. So in this instance, this woman's folding clothes on her bed, and she's FaceTiming with someone wearing these goggles. This guy's not really typing, but pretending to type on a keyboard because his screens are just through the goggles. They appear that they're full room screens. And this is maybe the creepiest one yet. This woman's on a plane, and she doesn't want to be on a plane, so what does she do? She twists some lever on her augmented reality goggles, and it changes the entirety of where she is. So now she's surrounded with this false reality. She's surrounded with this fiction. Same with this guy. He's surrounded by a city because he doesn't want to be in the reality where he is. Now you can watch this video and you can think, oh wow, that's kind of cool. That's a neat innovation. That's, the next step. We knew that we were going to integrate technology with reality. I would argue that this is something that our society should be very, very wary of. Very wary for several reasons here. First of all, this cute and kitschy video with this upbeat music, this adventurous, oh, isn't this so cute music, is not the reality of what it would be like for people to use these augmented reality goggles. And the first observation is you'll notice in most of those videos, people are surrounded by other people. So it was someone on a plane, it was someone with their friends, it was someone with their family. That's not who will be using these goggles. The people that will be using these goggles will be using them all alone, and they won't be using it to quote unquote augment a fully, what word is even appropriate here? A fully fulfilling reality. It's not something that's going to be used in addition to a well-ordered life, a well-ordered existence. This is going to be used to replace reality. This augmented reality will become artificial reality and will replace what people should be doing, which is not interfacing with a virtual computer screen, but interfacing with other human beings, interfacing with actual nature and going on actual adventures and seeing actual cities. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.